Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall, fear I've weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it in a sense, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Good morning. Good morning. Can you be able to hear me this morning?
Chad, baby, what is going on? I hope you guys are having a great day to start us off here. Iron 2000 already feeding the people, so we know they are all locked in, ready to go, and very much awake. As you guys can see, I've got the two big boy traders here with me today. Starting us off here. We went from the aquarium. We are now in some, it's just a little very aesthetic like jungle park. We're on the inside here at the moment with Mr. Mouse on vac. How you doing today, brother?
All good, my brother. How you doing?
Can't complain. Bonang, how you doing today, my brother?
Beautiful. I'm well. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can hear you perfectly, my brother.
Wonderful.
There we go. Chad, just let us know there on audio, how is everything sounding, the music. I did think I could just bring down a little bit. Everyone else is sounding very good on my side, so just give me some feedback over there. But I hope you guys are ready to go. Make sure to drop a like if you haven't yet. We already see 160 of you guys, only 45 likes. I know you guys can get that to 150 very easy, very smoothly for you guys. And then also there is a link for all of you guys. If you want, please go check it out. We're also going to be doing a giveaway regarding that, so please just go check out that link. That is all with regards to basically leaving a review on Vault Funder. So please just go check that out. All the reviews that I say will be put into a giveaway for a little something for you guys. But obviously we are a little bit late for stream today to get started, so we're going to dive right into it. And as always, I'm going to hand over to my brother Bonang to please open us up with a prayer.
All right. Thank you. Let us pray. Father, we thank you for this wonderful day. This is the day that you have made, my Lord. We pray that there be light in today's stream, in today's lives of every believer out there and non-believers. Father, we pray that you shower us with your blessings today. We pray for the stream. Each and every one who joins here, Father, may they encounter their change. May they learn something. Let there be light in their mind. Let there be light in our minds. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Beautiful stuff there, Chad. You guys know the drill. Drop an amen in the chat if you guys are awake and you're here, because we know with two agreements, he is here and present with us. So drop those amens over there. But let's get it going, Chad. I know you guys are hungry for some trades. So to open us up, I'm going to hand over to my brother Miles, because I can see he is busy cooking something up for you guys.
Chad, what's up? How are we doing? Hope we're doing good on this fresh Tuesday. And my brother Keeks is correct. We have possible long positions on gold pending right now. Okay, so I've got buy stops 33, 68, 23, and here is why. So daily starting to pull away from that QP level 33.50, penetrating right through those highs of that next QP area. So here we have the understanding that the buyers are now in the game. They are playing around. Hey, Rux with an awesome dono there. Thank you, my brother, for that. No horn, but but Chad, here we go. So daily starting to print those higher highs and high lows in the 2 candlestick sentiment over there. Breaking through those highs. Thank you there, my brother Keeks. Popping off to that 4 hour, here's the thing right now. On that 4 hour, we have formed a resistance, but that does not mean immediate sells yet. Okay? Just because you have one candlestick that formed resistance doesn't mean it's sell time as of yet. So I'm not discarding the buys off of the table. Here's the thing. If I look at where that 4 hour is right now, okay? There we have resistance. Did we not break through that? Yes, we did. Did we not retest that? Yes, we did. So it'd be quite wise for me to start looking from buys from this area in anticipation that price will continue driving to those highs, and that is what I'm looking for. Okay, and I want to see that. Obviously, if we fail those areas and start coming back down, to be a different story. But as I'm looking at the buys right now, this is what I'm having the understanding of. Then I start to see my 30 minutes start forming a consolidation box over there. This is your retest of the QP over there, grabbing that liquidity. So all we can see that market structure is doing is pushing, pulling, pushing, pulling, pushing, pulling. Where's that next push? I want to be part of that trade. What was that? I was like, whoa, what just happened? Then seeing that 15 minutes start to close above that price area, this is then giving me the confirmation that price can continue driving if it breaks highs. Now you'll see where I've put my buy stop isn't at the flip of the candle or even the break of the previous candle. The reason for that is this candlestick wick, as you know, can act as a resistance. So I don't want to be in a situation like this where I put my entry above there, we go into a little bit of profit, taps the resistance of the candlestick and starts to reject. So I more so want us to clear those areas, slightly extending that stop loss, which I don't mind to be 50 this morning, but with the surety that once I get in, I've cleared that zone. So this is the idea now. You've got London open in the next 12 minutes, but more important, I've got my 15-minute close. So even if this close weak bearish, it can activate a type 5 for me. That is totally fine. But as we stand right now, this is going to be a type 3 play. A simple re-break, not of the previous candlestick high, but the resistance over there will then give me the idea that price can continue driving. TP110, TP2 is going to be 40 for me this morning because I'm anticipating the wick fill on the left-hand side. And then my extension TP will be for that 33.75 quarter pip number, which is going to be 67 pips. So that is the idea on the buy stops at the moment. Here's the thing though, Chad. If we fail this, right, we don't get activated, this doesn't happen, this candle closes right back down beneath. This will be one of the easiest plays in history because we've seen this many times. You have price forming a resistance, a support, pulling into that level, retesting, but it starts to fake out early buyers in the market. So what it does is it starts to fake out early buyers that just buy because price is going up or just buy because it's broken a resistance without confirmations. Us, the smart people, know that's not the case. We then wait for price to come back into the range, retest, and at the break of the lows, we then short. So that's going to be the play if I don't get involved in this area of buying pressure at the moment. So it's simple. The way the MFX strategy has set us up is always at a point where we're always on that safe side. So if we break the highs, I'm obviously going to be in with my buy stops. But if we close back beneath now on the 30-minute close, will be the 15, 30, and hourly open. I'll then simply wait for that retest, and then I'm going short on gold this morning. So it's one of the two for me. Either way, I'm chilling. Looking at pound yen looking a little bit like dog water if you don't change it for a day. So looking at that daily, we are starting to print lower low and lower high, I think, in the candlestick anatomy. The only thing for me, it's kind of misleading that with the price not having a top wick yesterday. So if you were here yesterday, you would have seen that I took beautiful shorts on GJ. And I'm kind of actually looking for that same idea this morning as well. I want to see with the 4 hour and 30-minute structure being bearish, can we simply just continue that play? Here's the idea. There's resistance, there's support. We should have rejected that area if we were longing, right? If the buyers had so much control, we should have rejected that area already. We failed to do so. We are now in the range. So what's the play? Break, retest, break, retest. What's next? A drop. Now, am I going to take it to the highs? Only the lower time frame can tell me. So once I then pop down to the 30-minute, I then see that this sort of consolidation area is far too choppy for me to get the perfect entry that I want. So for me, it's going to be a simple play of either waiting for that level to break and shorting into those lows, or waiting for current daily low to break and shorting further down. But my idea on GJ today is to short. Personally, I'm not interested in the buys. If it's going to close above there, it's going to be directly into resistance. So the buys for me is only going to happen above 191,700, and the sells can happen at the break of this current low as well as the break of the current daily low. So that's my idea on GJ. That's my idea on gold. As Bonang would say, that is how I am. Okay, over to you, Bonang.
There we go.
All right, thank you. Yes, that's how we are. Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone on the chat. I hope that you are well this morning. Right, let's see those two Gs appearing on the chart, and then we move. It's almost opening. This is what is happening on my side. This is US30, guys. I believe that yesterday I took this trade here live on stream, and I spoke about how I'm not comfortable with it, but I was targeting my buy entry level as well. I saw that market pushing all the way, smashing that TP there, and I came out. That's what I can tell you. Out of this trade, I got something, and I just decided not to take it anymore. And then as we look here again, I had actually on Monday, on a Sunday, I did make deeper analysis, and I did even emphasize that there's a high possibility that this market may break and come down. So because we've seen this thing weakening, there was not much of the strength going up. Today we are seeing a very deep pressure during the close of the market. That pressure and then gave us a sell signal. This sell signal also had not much of volume as well, so which means we took those sells there, and according to the data that we have, that TP is done for the day. So for me, as for US30 today, if I'm to trade US30, I will be gambling it. I will be guessing the direction. One, we have failed to reach my target. We have failed to break that high. So we went back inside that zone. We are seeing sellers stepping in right now. I would want to see how the market will be like during the opening of New York session. And then I will be able to see how the data will come out like. And then I will use the data the following day for me to be able to see the direction properly. For today, it's gambling trades. If I missed this trade in the AMs and I hit the TP this hour, I am not going to force it. That's it for me. No trade today on US30. We got to NASDAQ as well. Similar situation happened yesterday. We saw the market pushing from our entry level. This trade took us 17 hours. So at a certain level, I just said to myself, you know what, I'm now tired. I took my 110,000 and I came out of that trade and decided to never trade again this market as of yesterday. So what happened as well, we see the market failing to also break the levels and targeting or reaching our target, simply because of the volume not enough. We're seeing sellers stepping in with pressure. I mean, if you can take 1 hour to dip in, and then you can take 17 hours to push up, that's a sign on its own that this market is weakening slowly. Buyers don't have any pressure anymore or any power anymore. So what happened with NASDAQ is that the market then came back to break that yesterday's key zone. We saw the market breaking again today's key zone. We saw the market again hitting the sell TP. These are in the AMs. The market opened bearish, hit our TP in the AMs. So we can't force it right now. We have hit TP. If you missed the trade, I'm not going to take it again. We are seeing this PRV being supposed to be tapped again. So at this point of time on NASDAQ, once again, I am not having any trade today. There is no trade for me. I would wait for this price to tap this zone, and then I will attempt buying. I'm only attempting to buy not because of the direction, simply because I have a CV that I need to retest today. So this was the opening from the CV, then we dipped in, then we have to retest that level and then continue going down. This is how I am. So sellers are back in control, and we are likely going to see this market continuing dipping in, down and down and down. So there's no trade for me right now. I would rather wait and observe how the opening will be like. If this opening opens dipping into this level, then we activate this trade that I placed yesterday when we were live on stream. I'll buy from here, targeting that level. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, then I'll have to come out of this kind of trade. For me, particularly, it would have been nice if we had entered from the CV around AMs and we hit our TP, then we are out of the trade. So when we come and we find that the data is actually shown us that we are done for the day. Why should I continue forcing and forcing and forcing? That means my money is going to be at stake. So which means today is what? Let me check. It's Tuesday. No trading for me. NASDAQ, no trade. US30, no trade. Gold, perfectly done, guys. I think we have been advocating for this TP for a very long time now. This TP is almost hit, guys. Almost hit. Everything pushed smoothly, done. There's nothing to worry about. For me, again, on gold, I'm still going to wait to see if my TP is going to be hit. However, on this blue line here, that's where my break even is seated. If this market decides to dip in, then I am okay. I have made good money. And then if we hit this TP again, congratulations to me, I am done. So no trade again on gold, no trade on NASDAQ, no trade on US30. That's how I am today. Thank you, Kicks. Thank you, Miles.
Hey, perfect stuff, guys. The man just absolutely milking the markets, slicing them like a chicken there. But guys, let's have a look at. So starting off, just look at the fundamentals today. Very, very easy day. Yen still bank holiday, and then just a whole bunch of yellow folders. So honestly, nothing people need to worry about. Obviously, everything happening tomorrow with FOMC, so we'll have a look out for that. But today, pretty clear sailing. You obviously have PMI, but again, that's nothing I think that's going to really break the markets. So we'll look out for them, but nothing too crazy. Obviously, Italian, French, German, and that is pretty much it. Spanish as well. But yeah, nothing too crazy you have to worry about. So let's go to the charts and have a look there. Lastly, myself, just to wrap up quickly for you guys. So DXY, we spoke about this, being bearish, still holds a neutral outlook, and that was purely about this weekly key level. We can see where this is all coming into play there for you guys. Just want to put that on there. So you can see holding that key level. We are now back at that daily. The thing for me, monthly, yes, is above us, but this key level is what we wanted to take into consideration, because if this starts to reject, we are going to see the dollar go back down. So on the 4 hour, same thing. Yeah, we really have been trying. We're at the weekly, traded into it, traded back above, couldn't hold support, and now failing, other than having this little liquidity sweep and the retest holding it as well. So really, that dollar is starting to show that bearish momentum again. Going over to NASDAQ. Again, the same thing there, guys. We are at that neutral point, and this is why we are neutral. Because understand, remember, as I said to you, if we are going to continue bullish, what does that mean? Monday, Tuesday, good chance we trade bearish. So we had the bearish move yesterday. Now today, can we continue that a little bit lower, going for that target of the yearly, and we can see the weekly pivot also there. So that can always just be the test, find support, and tomorrow, if we do, we continue bullish. Otherwise, very, very simply, we trade into this, it breaks, hold resistance the next day, and we are going to get the continuation all the way to the downside. So that is why we were still neutral, because yes, you can break a key level, but that doesn't mean it's held support until it had the retest, and obviously that retest did fail yesterday. So we are looking at still a little bit more on the bearish side for the indices. US30, pretty much the same thing. Yeah, you guys can see the difference is, remember I said to you, was this NASDAQ had hit the yearly pivot, now trading back down. We want to see US30 hasn't even got there, but we did trade to a daily key level. So the same thing, we tested it, couldn't hold support. We did take out the previous daily high, now turning around. Now the big thing for me, which I don't like about this, is if you guys have been around, you'll know I always talk about this. Indices, if you see a doji candle, what does that mean? So that for me is a little thing which really gives that still that neutral position, because this really can go anywhere at this position. Just from what we've seen here, if you've been around, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But this daily key level, otherwise, if we continue to hold underneath, especially daily pivot EQ, that weekly pivot does become a very, very nice target for us. Even just dropping down to the 4 hour first, you can see there that structure break. We just want to see that retest. We spoke about that gap yesterday, and now we are very close in that nicely. So trading there, if we continue to hold, again, anything like this, had the 200 Asia lows, EQ, Asia highs, all above us, still untested. So do we go for that move? And then quite simply, if we get here and we can't be able to break, find support and continue, very simply, that means you'll probably break, take out the previous high, get back under that EQ, and that's when I'm going to start looking to short and aim for previous daily lows as my first target. So very, very simple on that one. And then lastly, with gold, let's have a look at for you guys. Now, again, we kept saying we were bullish, still had that neutral outlook, because this was when we were going to our bearish phase. Yesterday, we saw gold come alive very, very strongly again.
Sorry, they're kicking my brother. Sorry to disturb you. Chad, that's deep one hit on gold.
Hey, there we go.
Stops to break even.
Just show you guys their miles trade quickly. There you guys can see. So that going.
GG, baby. GG.
There we go. So with gold, again, the idea that we hit the monthly pivot, we traded, we held support back above that yearly resistance and continuing. We have momentum over here. So the first thing, obviously, I think anyone would tell you is you're going to take a look at that little bodily high. And we can see that actually would line up quite nicely with the previous weekly high. So for me, that becomes a very, very nice, easy level for us to mark out as a support level. And what do you guys see? Obviously, we broke. We retested, unlike the indices, holding support and trading. So I'm definitely going to be on the bullish side of gold. And I wouldn't be surprised because my whole thing is if you guys have been here, you know how I talk about a previous weekly high and what I talk about a previous daily high. So for me, as much as I want to be bullish now, because this just looks very, very good, especially above the daily R1. You guys know if we can hold the daily R1, good chance we're going to the daily R2. But if we do start to fail here and we can't even get back to Asian highs, if we start turning around, taking out that low and holding here, I'm going to look for the shorts because as we were talking about then, taking a previous weekly high and turning around, that is then our fake out. Again, it is only Tuesday, so that could be our opposite directional move. So just very, very simple there. Going to keep it on, but I am looking to the bullish side. The gold bars were on this morning already, so a lot of guys have been eating with Iron 2000. So again, if myself, Miles, Bonang on there, all you need is Iron 2000 and you are missing out without that. But Chad, without further ado, that is also it. Markets open, round 3. Ding, 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 ding. A fight.
Round 1. Fight.
All right.
Beautiful stuff.
So we got a few trades running here for you guys today already. Let's see. US30, I know the Iron 2000 guys caught this morning, so that was a beautiful trade. I saw the members, a lot of the guys already sharing those results with us. That was a very, very nice trade this morning.
Bless us, Miles. Hey, bro, you guys already TP1. You guys already ate.
That's it, Chad. If you look there,
Light
that's why
work.
the man takes his 10 pips.
Light work.
Perfect TP1 10 pip, and there the pullback.
Yeah, I got about 12 on that because of the push, so very happy with that. Easy work, boys. Stick to the plan, trade the plan, whatever those motivational mentors like to say. But Chad, we're about Tuesday in, second day in. How are we looking? How's the accounts? How are we doing? How's the mental state? How are we doing, boys?
Yeah, also guys, Rick's sharing the link there. Please go again, drop that review there on Trustpilot. All the reviews, and that's the thing, guys. Everyone that's left a review will be put in for a giveaway. I'm not going to tell you what, but trust me, we understand it's a bit more effort to go and leave a review. You have to sign in with your Google account and all this stuff. So trust me, it's worth it because we will always reward effort. 0 trades for the week yet. Keeping calm. It's still early. That's the way.
Yep.
Don't force something. Morning, Mr. Banana Keeks and Miles. What's up, brother? Stick to the plan. Answers.
Hey, good morning.
How can we reach out to you to become a member, entrepreneur, a member of you? If you're going to see, there will be our stuff over there. You can follow me. You can follow Miles. All of our info will be on all of those socials. So you can check out any one of them and find our info there.
Yeah.
Mental equals
50 randjies vir almal. 10 is 10. Ah, nee, 50 randjies ou. 50 randjies. Ons is groen heel pad. Hey, soos 'n skilpad.
You can get yourself a little coffee there, bro.
Ja, nou.
Maybe not a Seattle or something, but maybe like a garage
Yeah,
coffee.
garage coffee,
Yeah.
$30. You're in the move. But entrepreneur, you can check my IG out. Link is in the bio for everything I offer.
Bum, 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 bum. Ambo coffee, yeah.
I actually had that, like, why does Seattle charge so much for the coffee? And then, like, yeah, for example, our Cecil, I feel like their coffee is, bro, next level. The iced coffee, yeah, but our Cecil is top.
Oh yeah, if you go and ask coffee, you can't beat Jack's.
I've actually never had one.
What?
I've never
Wait.
had I've never had a Jack's
You've
bagel.
never
iced
had a
coffee.
Jack's Bagels iced coffee.
I'll do it after stream just to check it out.
You're missing out on
I've
life,
I've
bro.
never had.
Hold on, where's Chris? Chris, are you in the chat? Yeah, brother. Or
I've
Ed,
never
Ed,
had.
are you there? Get Chris's attention there for me. Get that man out of the closet.
Look, guys, I was a coffee celibate for how many years? This is the first year that I'm slowly like having iced coffees and stuff again. So I'll definitely have Jack's Burger one. We'll soon do it today.
Callan, yeah, so that is for the valid ones that we take. So that's the updated version that we are literally testing now, which will be going out with the update soon for everyone. But yeah, the thing is, there's guys that are using it and there's guys that aren't. That's the thing, is it's a personal preference. So some of the guys have actually found, for example, when it gives a false signal, they reversing it and it's working for them. Then there's guys that have found, depending on what time frame you use, you don't even need that. So again, it's a personal preference. That's what we're loving about this, is the guys are trying it, and that's the whole idea of anything. If you even think of like video games, for my guys that are gamers, yeah, when a game goes out on early access and it goes out to all these streamers and stuff like that, and they're going to try the game out, it's so that they can give them feedback on completely different perspectives they wouldn't have even thought of, and you get all that information together. It's the same thing with this now. So we build in such a database from this indicator that now, like, the guys have shown us, for example, like you say with the ADX, it can work without the ADX if you use in certain time frames and all these type of things. So again, it's really just a personal preference, but the way Chris and myself are trading it is, yes, with the ADX above 24. Miles needs to be in the microwave for the perfect signal. This was good. Morning, just want to check to ask about Wolfman's 35% discount code, because when I use the code 2Gs, I only get 30% discount, because I tried to buy the 60K ZAR account for 50 USD with my code, and it becomes 35 USD. Yeah, DTS, I think all the codes have actually been brought down.
Yeah.
All the codes have been brought down. Starting my route, it's down to 30% now, no more 35% discount, and it's going to drop to 25% soon. We've always said, guys, when a product has value, it doesn't need to be put on discount.
Yeah.
So we're at that point now, we don't need to be doing that anymore. We will still do them in future, but that's just the thing, that when you drop a discount code, it's there. If you think of FTMO drops 2 discount codes a year. That's it. Black Friday and their birthday. That's it. And they only give 10%. So, yeah, when there's value something, you don't put it on discount. Put the settings beyond the ADX. Okay, hold on, guys. This is that little part for the guys that are in Project G. They're getting that source. Okay,
Yeah,
thanks, noted.
Can't be shared on the live, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, we can't be sharing that stuff on the live.
But remember, 1 + 1 is 2.
Yes.
As I said,
Definitely.
the guys, even if you're not in Project G, literally before the end of this week, it will be updated for all of you guys anyway, so you won't even know about it. So you don't have to stress yourself about it.
Keanu, that was actually a type 3. But obviously the execution style, because that bearish candle, was type 5, yeah. But reversals are type 3. I'm still going to anticipate that gold can run and break highs. I know I'm going to get this question, so I'm going to answer it anyway before I even get it. Why was this buy still valid with no bottom wick? The reason for that is, there's how I see it. If we have market open and we start to pump a certain direction and we start to break certain highs or low, depending on the direction, I only want a short-term move. So there's a high probability that I'll be part of the pump to grab my move and then I'm out. So that's exactly what happened anyway. So I'm comfortable with that. You've got
No more
also
waiting for a bottom wick.
15. Yeah. You also got a 15 close in 4 minutes. So it's going to validate another setup. So I'll actually call another trade. If we close like this, I'll call another trade for you guys. Just so you can see how I would pretty much play it. So let me remove this. But the idea would be that if this 15 closes something like this, we do not need to get liquidity there. Liquidity was already grabbed because you broke these highs. There's enough buyers in the market now anyway. So the idea is going to be that as you close bullish like this, we then come down to retest a broken area which should be on that minute 5, etc. So there's your 5-minute resistance. We should come and retest the area and then break high. And on your 50-minute, it's simply just going to look like a bottom wick and then that continuation candle to the upside. I'm not gonna lie, I anticipate 33.75 to be tapped today.
Exactly. Slashy, he just likes to be part of a pump. That's pretty much it.
What?
It was valid because of vibes. Quick one. Would you suggest VF for more experienced traders only? Okay, just to answer that question, I wouldn't say any prop firm. I would recommend based on experience. For example, I'm not going to say if you're a beginner, you trade Vol Funder. If you're more experienced, you trade FTMO. The product's still the same product. What you have to do is still the same thing. The rules are still the same. So I wouldn't say it's experienced or even less experienced. It's there for any trader. Anyone can join, but if you're still learning, you can always join the monthly competitions. Yeah, it's for all traders, my G. The rules are fair and easy to follow. Yeah, 100%. There is the link for Jamie.
Lyndon, you're welcome. I just finished the hybrid math strategy last night, brother. All I can say is wow. Yes, let's make the money. 1 + 1 = TP.
There we go, Lyndon. Lyndon's learning the mathematics there.
He's graduated now.
He's now a mathematician.
He's an independent man now. He's been delivered from a lot of darkness.
There we go. Keep in mind,
there's
guys,
there's light in his life right now.
The May competition is live now, so you guys can go join that out. For those of you that weren't there, Chad, drop a 1 if you guys were watching the trade-off yesterday. That was absolutely world-class. As the one guy did mention, it literally felt like a Champions Cup final. The boys really, really delivered. 2 completely different trading styles and literally less than 0.5% in it at the end of it. Really, really was a good trade-off to watch. Very entertaining. And both of the guys still closing in profits. No one blowing accounts, showing you it can be done. So very, very well done to the gents yesterday. But again, make sure that's why you got to trade in the May competition. That could be you the end of this month, and you could be in the trade-off next month for that 2 million rand Vault Funder account. I was nervous for both of them. Good morning, G's and Chad. Does Bonak have mentorship? Yes, he does, Mark Canal. I think we don't know if we have a thing for him, but otherwise you can check it out. We are busy embedding him onto the 2G's website where you'll find him now. But Bonang, if they want your membership for now, where can they find it?
If they want the membership, they just email support@bonangfinance.co.za, or they just go to Instagram. I would give them the number to contact directly.
All right, there you go, my brother. Marku, Nightbot, and Rooks helping you out there. There's Bonang's Instagram. That might be the easiest. So you can just pop him a message on there and then he can help you out. Yesterday's trade-off would have confused new traders, lol. Why would you say it would have confused people though, Carl?
Okay, bottom wick on gold. She should be ready for that second pump. Stop would be 40 and TP1 10. TP2 the wick fill. Regardless of how many pips that is, obviously the idea is to fill that wick. And then once again, the idea is still those highs. Okay.
Like, I understand you had guys trading 2 completely different styles, so maybe in that aspect, because like as a new trader you may be being taught one thing, like we always say, you have that tunnel vision, yet you had 2 guys doing completely different stuff. So in that aspect I think maybe yeah, but hey, for me it was very entertaining. I think also Chris's 80s dramatic music added to it. No more being sliced like a chicken. Hey, there we go. Miles going for that second position. He had the starters. He's ready for the mains. 2 different styles and barcoding in risk management still came out profitable. Yeah, it was yeah, we saw South African trading 101 in action there yesterday. But you know what, Kyle? I think which was again is the difference of, yes, he barcoded, but he did have risk management. I think that was a very key point there that you mentioned there. So he barcoded, but he also wasn't like swinging for the fences. He was being very clever about the way he was barcoding. Gribbo should become a commentator. So that position is not active, eh?
It should be active after we can get a solid bottom wick. So we're gonna wait for a bottom wick to come. As it starts to drive, I will then execute positions.
Never seen barcoding in risk management before. It was cool to see. Yeah.
So like now what I'll do is there's that bottom wick, perfect. So now I'm gonna put that buy stops in 33.68, 38.
So yeah, he has a question for me, brother. Like genuine now. So if you had a move, like you said, you would consider because it was a pump of volume.
Yeah.
So let's say this thing opened up and it just started pushing again. Would you still enter? Obviously, it would have been higher up though, but would you have still entered because again, it's showing this idea of a pump of volume?
How do we know?
So like, for example, if this candle never had a bottom wick.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as you were talking about earlier, it shows that pump of volume coming in. Yes, it would have been higher up, but would you have like still entered it?
I still would have taken it, yeah.
Because I'm just saying, so it literally would have been the same criteria
Yeah.
as the previous entry.
Yeah. That's what I based it off. Because the idea is that you closed above year's weak bearish.
Yeah.
So as you break highs, we anticipate that there's not enough sellers in the market. So I'm anticipating that pump to just run.
Yeah.
Now, that also being said, because there's no bottom wick, there's a very high probability that it will still create that. So that's why that TP1 I was out full. Instead of
No,
leaving
that's why I'm asking you, because like I understand what you're saying, but that's why I just wanted to make sure I am understanding what I'm thinking it is.
So like this now, normally like you'll see a lot of the times if this candle doesn't create bottom wick and it starts to drive, you'll find that the next candle creates it. So this is to my advantage because now I know it needs to sweep the lows, and then once it re-breaks the highs, then I'm going to take the trade and then get TP1 and TP2. Look, it doesn't have to sweep the lows, but I mean, all I wanted, which is this now, this is perfect. I love it. It's giving that bottom wick, which means that if it's going to return and drive now, it should go up.
Yeah, it should have volume. When
It should
goes
have
up again.
volume, yeah.
I must say, 2Gs, the trade-off is something different, and it really separates you guys from the rest. Matters for you guys and all that you do behind the scenes. Hey, Lyndon, we really appreciate my brother. You've been a real OG for how long now? So really appreciate you, brother. Guys, there's currently 260 of you, 91 likes. I'm pretty sure very, very smoothly you guys can get that up to 150 likes. It would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Chat, also we actually meant to have it last week on Friday, but I did spoke to Chris. He is going to be on it there for you guys. We're going to get that list. I can't make promises to say tomorrow. I think we would like to maybe do tomorrow, but we'll just have a look on it. But we are going to try and push to do the giveaway for that PS5 and the TV. Obviously it has closed. We just need to get the whole list from XM now. Of everyone that entered for that competition, then we can do the draw. So that's literally all we've been waiting on. So once we get that, we can do that draw for you guys, and then shipping will literally take 2 days. So let's just say if we can do that draw tomorrow, you guys can whoever wins could probably even have the prizes by Friday.
Watching like a new
boys
new
can be
TV.
gaming there, bro. On their PS5, on their 65-inch smart QLED TV.
On the weekend.
On the weekend.
Okay, this is nice. We're rejecting now, guys. So I have buy stops there. So if it starts driving, I want to be part of that drive. TP1 will be 10. TP2 will be the wick full. It just happens to be 23 pips. And then the continuation drive to fill that area over there for 65 pips. Oh, crazy. Would you look at that? That's TP1 hit. That stops to break even. Now you pretty much just let the runners run, and obviously you are at break even on the other position, right, boys? That's another dub, man.
Beautiful.
Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. Boys, let's get some dubs in the chat. That is 2 beautiful gold longs called and explained. And I think that's the most important thing. We aren't just taking trades, and you guys must guess. We're giving you the breakdown from beginning to the end. Is that a TP2? I see. Come on, boo! Ooh. Beautiful, beautiful gold long second position called. She is running. The chat is eating. We love that. We love that. We love that. Beautiful stuff, boys. Main thing though is that you learn. That's the main thing. If you are learning, that's the main thing. That's the main thing. Right, boys. First trade 12. Second trade we have runners running in 25 pips profit at the moment.
Chad, I promise you, one of these days we're gonna take that man's phone away. I'm gonna make him hold a full position.
Oh, baby, look at that. Look at that. If we can get to 33.72 on this pump, I'm closing everything.
Ryan, my brother, they've been sending you links right there the whole time in Discord. Please just read them, my brother.
Miles, how do I get in contact with you? Yeah, dude. Check me out on IG. Miles VW. Can we push? 1 + 1 equals 2.
Is even like what's the
Yes.
shape of that?
Beautiful. 1 + 1.
1 + 1.
TP.
1 + 1, Baba. 1 + 1.
Yeah. Now today I love it because for me, I don't know, maybe I would have some good trades around around New York session, but I don't want to force anything.
Oh, shoo. Chad, you know what? I'm happy. 50 pips. I'm out.
Beautiful stuff.
I'm out.
Where are the W's now?
Hey,
Let's see them.
I'm out. Look at that. Beautiful. Quarter
Beautiful.
pip smacked on its bum. What a trade, Chad. What a trade.
oh man, catching some wins.
What
there.
a trade. MFX way, baby. Look at that. Ooh. That's nice, bro. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Nice.
That's
Nicely
beautiful.
done.
Bam,
Today
bam,
you are
bam,
feeding
bam,
the
bam,
chat.
bam,
You are feeding the chat. You are feeding the chat.
And
If they don't
W's are
want to
rolling.
eat now, it's their fault.
Hey, these guys don't miss. Hey, linen shot for the dono there, brother. Hold Miles, Asia High's just above. Aye, bro. That man's not holding.
Nah, I'm good, buddy. You enjoy your holding.
Yeah, those different styles. Yeah. But I used to do the 10 pips thing. People. There's another one who was saying here in chat that one hour will be like, what is 10 pips? I used to do it before, but I lost a lot of money there because you need to be quick in decision making. Because if you are greedy, like you make 10 pips. Let's say maybe you make 5,000. You'll be like, let me hold for too long. Then boom.
Yeah,
Money
you have to be very strict with your risk management. You can't.
Yeah, and also, like the way Miles does it, he stays true to his plan. If it's hit TP, it's hit TP, he closes. People like me now will be holding and saying, let's get more.
I just gave a signal. Hey, let's have a look here. Let's have a look. What are we giving a signal on?
Chabalala, Mtsibang, Chabalala, Makyo. Hey, hey, shot you, my G. Shot you, RP.
Oh, alright. So Iron 2000 just giving the signal on gold again as well.
Bro, that gold, dude.
So the Iron 2000s also joined the party on it. So we'll see what happens there.
50 randjies vir jou.
That's breakfast. Thanks, guys. A 14.
Beautiful stuff.
Parang, did you eat your oval TP on that gold now?
No. Check it out. It's
still running there.
Almost there.
Yeah,
But,
but
let's
I'm
be
saying
patient.
flying.
That
Oh,
one
man.
is gonna hit TP. That one, then we celebrate Christmas.
But out of interest, how many
Yes,
pips is that trade?
Yes.
I don't know.
And that's
Can
an
you help
hour.
me to calculate?
No,
man?
just go over it.
Okay, like this. That's all.
My guy's not
Like
even worried
this?
about the pips. He's just
just hold over the. What does it say in the mouse when you see it? What is it reading?
It says 165,440.
No. It should
That's
be.
that's 1,470 pips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phew. 1,470.
Wow.
Yeah. We've been holding this thing from Thursday now.
Since last week Thursday.
Yes.
Nah, my brother. I take my hat off for you, bro. You are the king of holding.
1,470.
You can hold, bro. My ears would have long time popped.
And do you know that if I can tell you something right now?
That's Miles done for the quarter.
Like Miles, the way you are seeing these buys, this thing is going up, man. There is, remember, Kicks, I have moving averages that I traded with on Vault Fund. I remember them.
Yeah.
Those moving averages just gave a buy signal on H1. What does that mean? It means from here, we're likely going to continue going all the way, maybe until the end of this month. So this thing is going to go up and up and up and up for a very long time.
Look, Miles, you can retire if you just hold. Hey, Nicodemus, I did the whole thing and then I lost the BMW. So fuck that holding shit. For me personally, boys, what works for you works for you. I'm not a swing trader. It doesn't suit my personality.
Yeah.
I've made shitload of money doing the 10 pip things. So I'm happy. I'm happy.
Beautiful stuff.
But swing trading, look, my biggest daily profit, 230 something thousand. That was actually swing trading, but my emotions was everywhere. So
Yeah.
I couldn't see myself living like that if I do it full time. Now as a scalper, bro, I'm still making a lot of money and I have the capacity to control my emotions. So with this whole trading thing, there's a million ways to make $1 million. Whatever works for you, works for you. If it's short-term trading, 100%. If it's long-term trading, bro, then you still get people that do they do investments. So they hold for weeks and months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's whatever works for you, no?
Yeah, true. Now, and again, what makes me hold usually is because of the kind of strategy that we use. It gives us the direction and the volume as to how far this market is going to go. So I just hold to fulfill that movement.
Yeah.
So I have known it very well that despite what happens, as long as we have our calculated levels, we'll reach there no matter what happens.
But how do you swing trade with a prop firm with equity-based drawdown? If you swing trading, you're not using a prop firm that's called equity-based.
For me, I don't swing trade on prop firms. I have a problem with Okay, I would say this. Maybe it's a secret that people don't know. How I win prop firms is this. If I make 100,000 today, I want to take my profit, and now I have a 300,000 drawdown in that particular day. So I will be trading now with a 300,000 on the next trade. And then if I make another 200,000, I close again. I have how much? 500,000 in that particular day. So in a day, I can make as much as I can based on how much I've made on top of my daily drawdown. Then tomorrow, I'm not going to be risking that much because I've already capitalized on how the market is on that particular day. And then there's another prop firm that I would say, this one is for swing trading, but I really don't advise people to swing trade on prop firms at all, unless depending on the rules of that prop firm.
Yeah, so as I said, you're going to go to a prop firm that doesn't have equity. So for example, if you go to FTMO, FTMO has a normal account and they have a swing account because the swing account is based off of balance.
Beautiful. And there are some prop firms that says don't open a trade 2 hours before the market closure.
Yeah.
Those kind of things. So, and then some they say don't open hold trades overnight. That they know that there are strategies like the mathematics that we do. It usually projects even the gap over the weekend that this is what is going to happen. So they know that there's profit in gaps as well. So they don't want people to continue earning from those kind of strategies.
Can you guys maybe explain to me how you saw a buying opportunity when the break was bearish? How is it bearish on gold?
Maybe is it on my screen?
Yeah, they're talking about this break from that sell TP there. You see that this break here, this one somewhere here. If you check it, this one. Most people they trade this kind of trading. I don't know. We are different. Styles are very, very much different. For me, I always know that wherever there is maybe someone will say this is another break, we have to sell. what I know mostly how these candlesticks operate from my experience, I have lost a lot of money doing these breakout things. One thing that I've noticed now is to always go against the majority. Wherever the candlestick are printing that kind of a pattern to say we are going down, I go opposite. That's basically how I am. But then also, this entire movement is not a movement that was projected only on Thursday. It was projected from this day. If you check here, we projected this one here, then we broke even. Then we took those sales that other day when we were taking sales also on your side kicks. So we got break even. So this trade has always been there, forecasted that this TP will come here. So what happened is this: we didn't neglect the fact that, okay, we got a break even there. Now let's go down a little bit, but that's a temporal sell. So then when we saw that now we are sitting at, if you check here, I will show you something. We got an entry here. This was, if I'm not mistaken, on the 15th of April. So when we tapped that zone, I told my guys on Zoom that, guys, we are at a buying zone. Let's buy and target that TP. We are not looking back. Basically, this is what happened. So you have to always track these movements time and again. Don't stay away from the chart. Always see, today market did this, tomorrow market did that. We track it from Monday to Friday. Over the weekend when it's calm, we also track it again. Then when the market opens, we go and pursue those movements. That's it.
There you go.
So when you trade, you are in today, tomorrow you are out, you take a week, you are coming back, you are not going to see how the market has been going, and you are likely going to lose a lot of money because you'll be following candles, and those are going to be a trap always because they print some small movements and then they give you an idea that we are going down, then boom, go against you.
Yeah, that's it, guys. Ernest, yeah, they will all be updated this week sometime. I can't give you an exact date yet. It could be tomorrow, could be Thursday, it could be Friday, but it will definitely be this week. Thanks, man. Yes, that spot confused me. Okay, perfect. I'm glad I could answer that for you, my brother. But market's moving very, very nicely today, team. Yo, Chad, I don't think you guys can even complain. Last week, this week, I think the last 3 weeks, you guys have been fed on stream.
Yeah, they're chowing.
Yeah, they have to eat. There's nothing they can do. And then also there's another issue, kids. I think myself, I'm currently challenging myself to say, is there no way an individual can win always? Like, I mean, I don't want to dwell much on losses. Isn't it that we can try our best to make sure that we win always? Like, not force trades, and then also don't over leverage, and also follow the
sorry,
strategy.
Bonan, just guys, for those that were trading Iron 2000 there, that was TP1 hit on the way to TP2 now. So it's the same trade. Obviously, you've literally seen the same trade entered 3 times. Obviously, Bonang entered 1,400 pips ago. We had Miles enter a little bit a while ago as well, and then Iron 2000's been in it now, running smoothly. So again, even that, you've seen the same trade being scaled into 3 times, and how it's working very, very nicely.
Check US30. Somebody's saying sell on M5 with the iron. Maybe he's using iron. Check.
Yeah, I think
M5.
he is. Yeah, it is printing one now.
Yeah. That's what he's talking about. Beautiful stuff there.
There we go. Literally almost no drawdown, just one-way traffic. As I say, guys, you guys are missing out here on Iron 2000. But we can't keep it there the whole day for you. You guys need to know. If you want it, you know how to get it. But yeah, gold I can show you because that thing's already in TPs. Mine doesn't say TP1 hit. Oh, that's the 1 minute. So oh, there you go. Beautiful stuff here today, guys. Holding from 3365. Hey, beautiful. How's the backlog going? We're working through it, Janice, as I said to the guys. I don't know if you weren't here yesterday. We've been talking to the guys. We built a little bit of a speedway to get it through it. if you have done everything already, you have used the partner code, you've created the account, you've done the minimum deposit, just send us a screenshot of all of that and send it to support at 2gs trading.com. And once they've seen the screenshot, they can basically just speed run your process for you to give you access. How do you get the indicator? There is the link for you over there, my brother, to get the indicator. What broker are you using for NAS1? NAS100, I'm on Oanda. US30, I'm on FP Markets. Gold, we are now on Black Bull. Yeah, so Johannes, as I said, it's crazy because obviously I think it's a good thing, but obviously it's growing every single day. There's more and more people that keep doing it, so it does make it a bit harder for us. But that's why we said, in case we may be missing people, we understand you guys are being patient, and you're also working with us. So that's why we have just made this a little bit of a process just to help speed it up for some of you guys. Made my $1,000 and I'm out. Beautiful, beautiful stuff there, Ruan.
Beautiful, nice, nice.
What break is this, Keys? It wasn't showing on it. And Wealth Group, this is Black Bull. Shout out IN2K. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Yeah. Just also a heads up, guys, and I hate the fact I have to do this. I'm just mentioning it again. I had to mention this to some people yesterday because we have seen quite a few people that offer signals groups have been signing up for IN 2000. If we find out you have a group, and if we find out you are selling the signals of IN 2000, you will immediately be banned for life from it. All right.
For life.
It's unacceptable. We will not have that. So, yeah, I hate the fact I have to mention it. But yes, if we find out people are going and reselling it, we will have to take action on that.
GJ's melting miles. Let's have a looky. Ooh. 5 minutes. You might see a trade, my bro.
I mean, I promise you, I wish we were, hey? I wish we were.
Nah, that happens, bro.
The thing is, if you think of it, let's just think of these majority of these scammers, for example. They scamming you, obviously. But now in their head, it's like, I pay this little fee. I get access to the thing, which actually makes people win. And then I'm just going to resell the signals. And then people are going to think I'm actually a good trader. You know what we were saying? So I get the thought process for them. But it's just not good etiquette.
For me, on my side, Nekix, I don't have a problem with the person who resells anything that I've taught them. It's just that you have to acknowledge the fact that you are coming from a certain place. Don't take it and do as if it's your own. That's a lying spirit. You just have to acknowledge where you took it from. Now, the thing is, when you are selling something that, for example, I have auto trading robots kits that I have coded. And for me, when I'm selling a trading robot, I don't give it to an individual without even explaining the strategy behind. Just like an indicator like this. An indicator has a code and it has a strategy behind. We don't just take it and then we just start to sell to people without knowledge, because one, you're not the source, you're not the owner, and you don't even know the strategy. The owner even knows how to behave or react to certain market conditions. You see, and then there are people who take things because they are printing TP entry and so forth without knowing behind that, okay, in such market conditions, this is what you must do. In such market conditions, this is what you must do. So you would rather, for me, I would rather explain the code to an individual who's using it. After that, they now know that, okay, we are trading on this strategy behind this kind of an auto trading robot. So when the market is like this is how you should do. When the market is like this is how you should do. So when an individual is hidden their source like that, just don't resell that thing, because you are not going to understand what you're doing to other people.
Yeah, Hirsch, my brother, technically it's still the same thing. We won't allow that. Ryan Sayer, you've been around for quite a bit, my brother. You either go the XM route, so join in through them, use our partner code, deposit the minimum amount, and then you get access to it, or you join Project G. And then Wealth Group, unfortunately, I'm not going to give you any info on how the indicator works. So I'm not going to correct you, and I'm not going to say you're wrong either. And then, yeah, Bonang, the thing is, I do agree with you. My thing is, yes, you're out there to help people, but the difference for me is, firstly, like you said, if you proclaim you created something, firstly, that's wrong. So, for example, myself, like where I've done mentorships, if I learned something in that mentorship, I'm never scared to say where I learned it from. I'm never going to say I came up with that, because I didn't. I learned it somewhere.
That's true.
But if I go about the other way, and now, for example, I say these guys are reselling something, you are in that aspect of why we take action on it, is because at the end of the day, there is still a cost involved in this stuff that we are taking. It's not something that is left, it's created, it sits in the corner and just carries on. There's running costs involved in this thing. And now it's like we must carry the costs and do all this stuff, and then you go in and marketing it. So it's the same idea as if you were, for example, you open up a company, everyone has all the costs, they pay the employees, they pay everything, they do everything, and then some other bride just goes and sells it and he makes the momentum off of it. You can't really do that. So that, as I say, that's the only part we do think it is unethical, if we want to call it that.
True. Because everything has its own rules. If a company like you yourself, you are the one behind the trade for you and so forth, and you say to people, don't do this, and people do it, that's illegal on its own.
Bonang, I've just noticed now, my brother, I thought it was on our side. Maybe just check your camera there for me. I see your camera's frozen on your side.
I'm just gonna refresh the stream, but
no problem.
It's running. Let me.
Okay, we play the coup for gold. I'm actually in Prodigy Keys. You can still be in Prodigy, my brother. It doesn't mean you know how the indicator works. No one in Prodigy knows how the indicator works.
No stop losses yet from Miles on my personal account. Hey, brother, stop losses is a very rare thing. I won't lie to you.
No, so they say from Miles.
I don't know what a stop loss is, my bro.
Is Bonan's webcam present? We're busy correcting it
Yeah,
now.
it should be fine now.
There we go. Perfect.
Yeah, it should be fine. I think it's the issue of network.
I check. Yeah, guys, you guys have been fed, yeah. The trades have been coming left, right, and center.
Good morning,
Solomon,
big bosses.
where have you been?
What's up with gold? Yo, gold is up, my G. What's up? Hey, we killed gold.
There's been like 3 trades on gold already.
Yeah, we chowed it on. He's crying.
Gold is running away, Baba. If you sell gold, it will take your money eventually.
XM is crying. It's been TP since last week.
I'm happy you're learning, my brother.
Yeah, it's been hard for the guys, but it's good. We love to see the boys winning.
You see what happens, Solomon, when you come late? You must everything.
Yeah, the gents must be on time.
Can't come to a London session at 9:45 and expect to get a trade, my guy. You late.
Our markets have been open for more than an hour already.
You must be up 6 o'clock already. Shining your shoes.
You know, Chad, we had this conversation with someone here, and we were talking about, the guys in Prodigy will tell you this. I'm not speaking a word of a lie here. So when we do our boot camps, 6 in the morning. 6 in the morning we start. If you're late, you don't get added. We start 6, bang. And 4 hours, 6 o'clock till 10 o'clock. I think every hour we do about a 10-minute quick toilet break or something for the guys. Or if they want to get some coffee or stuff like that, and that's it. And we still did it because we said, hey, you know what? That's how you're going to separate the guys who are serious and the guys who are there. And I can actually be very, very proud of the guys that I think every time we've done a boot camp, I'd even say is we were saying, hey, bro, 20% of the guys will rock up for it. And it's easy to work with that. But I'd easily say 80% of Project G is there 6 o'clock in the morning ready to go for a boot camp. So yeah, when you're serious about something, you rock up, bro. You there.
Yeah, true.
I see everyone is selling indicators now. Lol. Who else is doing it? I only really know of one other person, so I don't know who's everyone. Okay, bro, I'll join New York. Awesome, my brother. Must go pee and go sleep earlier. We're waiting before the stream starts. Hey, Carl, that's it. I must say, I love the fact, Chad, and I will say it's a very heartfelt moment when the stream is starting. I mean, the fact when we just get it started, the disclaimers running, the music's on, and we still getting ready, and those numbers just already start climbing. Before the streams even started, it is very, very cool to see you guys committed.
Yeah.
Gives me Project 5130 memories. Hey, only the OGs will know what Project 5130 was. The next one to release an indicator is the Alpha Monk. Bro, I promise you I'd put money on it that he's going to. He's forever working on something that's going to break the markets.
Beautiful stuff.
Iron was ripping the DAX on 3 minutes.
Keeks, my guy.
When is the next boot camp? JP, sure. I know we're actually behind, I think, on one. And that's purely just because of, yes, as Chris and myself are backed up with everything, my brother. It's the only problem when we're doing all this stuff. It's only me and Chris. So I can't actually give you a confirmed date now. I know we are behind on the one. But we're going to try make a plan to see when we can get that to you guys and do that.
Yeah, I'm actually hosting a bootcamp tomorrow night for all the MFX members.
On a Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday evening. It's going to be lit.
What time?
7 p.m. 7
Wait, how
p.m.
long is your
tomorrow
boot camp?
night. It'll probably be like an hour and a half.
So you could have your boot camp into FOMC.
Yeah. No, we're not going to be trading. So bootcamp, you don't trade.
But you're not going to even watch FOMC.
No. I'm not phased with...
Oh, but you don't really do fundamentals.
Yeah, I don't do fundamental
okay,
stuff.
That,
so
that
I'm
makes
not,
sense, yeah, okay.
I'm not even phased. So tomorrow, tomorrow 7 p.m. bootcamp for MFX boys.
I'm here every morning and afternoon, just not active in every chat though. Hey, that's it, bro. We still
Can you
appreciate it.
explain to me what is a boot camp and what's expected on a boot camp?
It's just a very I want to call it a boot camp. Let's put it this way. It's basically a live seminar.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just gonna go whatever. Your boot camp can obviously go over almost a bit of everything, or it could have a theme. So for example, you could maybe do a boot camp on fundamentals. So the whole boot camp will be based around fundamentals. You can have a boot camp on technicals, or you can have a boot camp in just trading related, and then you cross over everything. You can do technicals, fundamentals, entries, talk a bit about prop firms. You can do whatever you want. So obviously every boot camp is going to be different, but it's just think of it as very similar to a seminar.
I see. But this one is online.
Yeah. This is our bread and butter keys. Hey, there we go. Always wanted to be one of the 5 back then. I'm trying to think who was one of the 5. I think Lyndon, you were one, weren't you? Lyndon was, I think, one of the guys who got funded in Project 5130. I think literally out of the 5, I think only one person didn't get funded. Not me, gigs. Wasn't it Stove? Okay, I think it could have been Stove.
Let's check this US30 here, Keeps.
Is it going?
In a situation like this, what would the person would have done? Like I said, for me, when I check, right now I'm at a key zone. That would have been a buy entry from this level, and I target that level. But altogether, I'm not comfortable taking these trades, simply because there is this zone yesterday that was not tapped, and also there is a more like a previous close of the 5th, which also kind of Friday kind of thing. So somehow, if you buy here, you are likely you are giving yourself room to brutality. You may be brutalized. So this is the main reason why today I'm not comfortable with taking any trade here. and I would just wait. Sometimes you just have to watch and see how the market wants to behave, and then when the market has settled, then that's when you can do. So I'm expecting that by the New York session or tomorrow, actually, that's when we have a clear direction of where we are going.
There you have it, Chad. I know someone asked something there. The daily meetings around. Hey, Stefan, that's commitment there, brother. Keys, do you think gold will continue buying? Cold art, I think all of us are in agreement. Yeah, it's going to continue buying. Bonang's looking for the continuation. I like the buys, and Miles also likes the buys.
Yeah, but gold is likely gonna continue. Like, I mean, on a very serious note. You see, just look at this H1 candles. This is a serious volume, eh? These are guys telling you they are printing a statement that don't sell, you crack. That's a statement on its own that you can't stand on a running cow train, like it's fast as it is, and then you want to stand there. Like you want to drive this market down with this kind of whole volume like that. You rather stay away.
And to twizzle.
Chris just letting us know there, guys. The guys already break even on Iron 2000 with
And
those
I see
5-minute US30 sells.
It's unfortunate they break even on gold, but I see Miles.
The boys are eating, yeah.
Some platinum 2000.
Guys buying new cars after. I get feeling of it stuff, yeah. Breakfast is served. See you lunchtime. Shout out to all my 10 pip gang. Don't sell, you will die. So you'll be slide. Kiwi, don't mind me asking, do you gents check COT reports on gold? Every now and again, brother. Not like a daily thing we do, but we do check it every now and again. I think the Prodigy guys will tell you, especially after FOMC reports and things like that, we do. But yeah, it's not a thing we check often. Chris is out of the cupboard. Yeah, the new updated, it's running very smoothly. Nah, Chad, this thing is destroying.
So how do you do it? How many pips there per TP?
So from that to TP1 was 26 pips.
Okay.
To TP2 was 53 pips.
I see. It needs aggressiveness, this one.
Yeah, but again, this is so US30. I mean, in London session's never really going to move. But if we're going now to London session in New York, there you go. Now you can see we're catching some moves, and I mean, there you get in.
And wider TP.
Yeah, then you get in 240 pips.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely New York. It's going to come alive. But that's, as I say, you're waiting for that move. Again, they're literally 300 pips yesterday. This was the bar I know Chris caught yesterday. Literally into the news event. Bang. Caught it, and that thing just ran. So, yeah, New York session is always going to be a lot more volatile, but still running very nicely.
Nice.
The boys are all eating. Is there an no signal on my screen? No, FP markets. FP markets. Gold gave me over 100. There we go. Yeah, so those gold bars were super smooth.
Smooth.
Very, very smooth. Yeah, so that was on the 5. Where's this one? Yeah, that was the gold trade there. On the 1 hour. Ooh. What are the boys catching on the 1 hour? Oh, look at that, Chad. That is just nasty. That was a big boy move. I think that's actually very similar to Bonang's trade. Hey, Bonang, this is actually very close to yours. Oh, he's not there. Hey, check, because I'm looking at this now. That was the sell-off. I think he entered... He might have entered just under here. Because I remember his team was 14,000. His full TP. And this thing now is 12,000. Because there would be 14,000 over there. Bonang. Let's see here quickly. Where's this man? Bonang, check here, my brother. We actually just saw now that Iron 2000 on the 1 hour basically caught a very similar trade to you in gold. I think your entry was a little bit lower. I think your entry was like somewhere. But that's actually very interesting. We were actually Iron 2000 almost catching the same trade as you.
Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. That's very keen. I just want to get hold of this Iron 2000 and keep on wiping these guys.
I was gonna say, Bonang, you're gonna put these prop firms out of business, bro.
I'm telling you, if I get hold of it, then trouble. Then trouble. But that's a very nice trade there. Very, very nice. So you see that sometimes trading is all about the kind of time frame that you are in. Look at that H1 giving you a very long trade. You are settled, you are relaxed.
Rudzani, so first things first, I did see, keep in mind, our support is not 24 hours, so if you joined last night, our support was offline. I see our support team is literally busy. They've been online since this morning already and working. So I think, if anything, there's two things. Please check your email because if you weren't part of the free Discord, they might have first asked you to join that. Then secondly, if you either had an incorrect Discord name, so they might have emailed you, just check your emails. Otherwise, they have actually already added you. Then go to the free Discord, scroll down to you see Project G, and you'll have access there. Otherwise, I'd be very surprised why our support has not processed you yet.
Miles gave the last thing about, hey, bro, I called 2 beautiful trades. Is that not enough? The last one I think I'm just going to give to my private members here on the side.
Ruin T, so that is literally the whole reason why we actually brought it originally to Project G. So if you're an international client, then I'd say go the Project G route. Then we give it to you and you can trade with anyone then basically. But that's basically the whole reason we did that, was to accommodate for international people. So in your case, yeah, go the Project G route, my brother. You'll get it over there. Thanks, Keith. Just got an email now. Perfect, my brother. Perfect.
1 minute to a new H1 KNG. Let's see how the market behaves. Beautiful. But for me, I think I'll be calling it a day.
There we go.
Let's just see how that market moves.
Can you send me the link, please? Ruin T, literally above you there, Nightbot. It says they level up your trading with Project G. Click on that link, that will take you to it there. How many members in Project G Keeks at the moment? We are now actually at the highest we've been. We're over the hundreds now. So I'm not going to give an exact number, but we are over the hundreds.
Morning, Miles. Can I still trade with Vault Markets? What is that? What do you mean, can you still trade with Vault Markets?
Are you fighting with Vault Markets, man?
What? I'm so confused.
Are you at war with Vault Markets?
Morning, Miles. Can I still trade with Vault Markets? In what context, brother? Like, what do you mean? You can trade with whoever you want to trade. I was... Huh? Confused me this morning.
Bro, we were laughing yesterday. So I don't know how, but or where. Ed was obviously in one of the meetings and he used our Teams thing. So he changed it to obviously what he needed. So we joined Chris must have a meeting yesterday, and now we use Teams. So Chris's name is Edgar Kadashabi. But now we're meeting with some of the guys, and Chris doesn't have his camera on. So the guys that don't, obviously, this guy doesn't know Chris. So everyone else knows it's Chris. So we keep saying it's Chris. And this guy eventually wants to talk there, and he just goes, yeah, so Edgar, can you please just remind me, what were you talking about, and this and that, and I'm just laughing, bro, because I'm like, it's not Edgar, but it's alright, we're going to leave it there.
Because I see you guys trade with XM now. I don't know, like, what I have to do with that, to be honest with you. Like, how I come into the equation with you.
Yeah, so Christian, myself, Keegan, and Chris, as 2Gs, are with XM. Miles is a partner with us here on the channel, but he is with HFM.
Yeah.
None of us were actually ever with Volt. None of us ever had a deal with Volt. Yes, we used them at stages and that, but none of us were ever with them. We never deal with them, nothing like that. We are with, as you see on the partner prop firm, we're with Volt Funder.
Yeah.
But Volt Funder and Volt Markets are two completely separate entities. But if you want to still use Volt Markets, bro, as Miles was saying, you can use whoever you want to use. You just obviously can't use them with the indicator. But yeah. Oof, the boys are saying that's TB4 on Dirty 30.
Beautiful stuff.
Sure. Look at this thing go here, Chad. I don't know what TB4 is. They want a different time frame. We only need TB2 now at the moment, but we're on our way to TB3.
Choo.
Beautiful, beautiful trade for the guys that were in that.
Dropping, eh?
Alright, Keeks, what
Nice,
frame?
nice.
Time from users on Iron 2K. I love the 1 minute. But I do take trades on the 5 minute because Chris actually likes the 5 minutes. So if I'm in a 1 minute, Chris will let me know about a 5 minute one or something like that. So mostly 5 minute, 1 minute. The only problem I have with XM is that my spreads there are so high, which is why I don't want to use them. That's fine, my brother, but you can obviously use the ultra low account. Keys, what time from you? Oh, the answer HM equals FHM.
All right. I got tapped in this side. That's a buy entry triggered on NAS 100. Looking for a, from there, I'll be looking for a bounce all the way to this zone as TP number 1. And then from that zone, I'll be targeting my entry zone, which is, let me just remove that one. I'll be targeting that area of interest for the day. So there we go, tapped in, running in some small peeps blues. Then let's see how that goes. And then if we push all the way very well up, that's a good entry area or entry criteria. Just for me, I would be very, yeah, I don't think there's any way where this market is to go apart from reversing from that zone, basically on NASDAQ. So anything beyond that then means direction is totally changed. So we are deactivating buys from this zone, which is of the second. Once we break, maybe, right, let me put it this way. If you see this market coming to break this zone here, all the way to 19662 and beyond, then buys are no longer valid. They are invalidated. In this zone, this is a buying zone. You can continue looking for buys. I will continue also looking for buys, but that's a sniper entry for now. And let's see how this market will behave as of now going forward. So I will be maintaining these buys. From this zone, I'll be holding them and also pushing all the way to 19,967 as my final TP for these buys. I'm not going to stay for too long. Just know that also, take note that this here is a break of structure. It was retested to make it more strong. So if you continue holding this trade for too long, you are likely gonna cry. But beautifully done. We are pushing up very well there. Let's see how that goes. Thank you, guys.
Miles, you gotta watch out, brother. Wells Group. I think I know how Miles trades. I just see TP on gold. So,
Look, that's a good thing. That means that our job coming here every day is paying off, you know?
There we go.
At the end of the day,
Yeah.
boys, I'm not trying to gatekeep anything. The more lives I can change, the better. That's the main thing about it. I mean, that's why I have a mentorship group. But if you feel like you now trading is working for you, my bro, awesome. I'm happy for you, my brother. Keep on grinding, keep on pushing.
I used the M1, M3 and got on the pullback for the same level, waited for bearish candle to close below bullish candle, stop loss above the high, and boom. Don't be a sliced chicken, smash that like button, Chad. There we go. How much is a healthy amount to deposit to trade a standard account? Because 1 minute on Vault Market Spread can blow a 500 Rand account when using 0.01. Again, Christian, that's up to you, my brother. It's all personal preference. I can't tell you what to do. Because let's just say if that's what we're talking, if I have to go tell you, okay, we'll deposit 100,000, that's a good amount to trade with. That doesn't mean is that relevant for you to deposit that? No, it's again dependent on you. So I can't. It's always going to be on the trader. It's on what your risk appetite is like. What are you willing to risk on a trade? Because clearly, if blowing 500 Rand maybe on a 0.01 is a problem, then maybe go a micro account. Then you can obviously use a 0.01 and you'll be risking less. So maybe I can tell you on the account type, but I can't tell you on what to deposit, brother. Standard account, I would say minimum 5,000 Rand. As I said, that is not me, but that is someone else giving you a little bit of an answer there. Nothing wrong with using micro and taking those 20 and 50 Rand trades first. There you go. That's what I say. So it's all up to where you want to start with. I feel you. So maybe try a different account, as you're saying, and maybe go a micro option. So as I say, that I can maybe advise you on, which I'm not advising you on at the same time. But yeah. But we have obviously the trade there. So Naz, Bonang entered in, and then obviously the guys still in that US30 sells on the way to TP3. I've been going with vol markets and on UJ, both my bid and ask price was below TP, yet that thing still didn't close. My bid and ask price was also both below my entry point and was still in drawdown. Hey brother, never using vol markets again. Yeah, as I said, brother, that's Vault Markets. So I can't really say much about that. Which account can I choose? Again, Christian, that's for you. You can go standard, you can go micro, you can go bonus, there's lots of options, brother. That's all up to you.
The other thing, you should join the project G also. You learn all those things. Account types also matter. You know? Now, when you learn from here again, it's not good. Just join the club and win.
GJ looking juicy. Rian, don't take this.
What?
Don't take that. But GJ type 5 is pulling clutch. There's quite a nice possibility there.
The boys have these trades locked and loaded, yeah.
You see, okay, there's a person who said he's seeing a weakness, more NASDAQ weakening. Let me tell you something. It may look like it may go deeper and deeper, but then from my experience with the mathematics, we can bet on this one throughout the day. Market is not gonna go far away from the TP of the day. Market is not gonna go far away from the key zone of the day. Market is not gonna go far away from the CV. This is my experience with this market. So this market for the day is actually gonna play from this zone to that zone, come back to this zone, to that zone, come back to that zone, up until the new opening. That's when we can say this market can weaken and weaken, because at this point of time, there is nothing that this market is going to do. It will dream and dream and dream up until the opening. And people should also know, kids and miles, that in the opening, there's always a significance that happens. There are transactions going on. And those transactions are the ones that lead us to get the mathematics to know where the market is going to go. So at this point of time, based on the mathematics of yesterday, this market is done moving. Moving further from here is illegal. So you will see. Just wait.
Remember, guys, you can't fight the mess.
That's the thing. Anything beyond this is just gonna be illegal. And up until the new opening again, that's when we can go further and further. So for now, we'll play around those zones.
1 + 1 = TP, Chad.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here we go. No, the guys are eating here.
Yeah, they must enjoy. Have you subscribed? If you are new, please subscribe. Click on that notification button, and then you'll be able to receive alerts every time we go live. And please comment. Don't be a ghost.
Oh, Chad, we are literally 2 away.
Hmm.
Literally 2 away to 17.2. So much closer to that 18K mark.
Beautiful, Christian, wonderful. You are doing well.
GJ.
Rack says it's illegal. Yeah, it's illegal. There are some illegal moves. Very illegal.
Yo, top 5, GJ. Top 5.
18K, we have to reach 20K, guys. We are not gonna count now. From now until 20K, we'll start counting from 19.5. Yeah. 20K is doable now. Yeah, when we reach 20K, we'll drop. But I'm not gonna. I will drop the little, yes, that you have an idea of exactly what's happening in the market. A little bit, not financial advice, but educational purposes. Definitely.
24-hour stream on 20K. I think we can, Chad. The thing is, this time we will do that like in real life 24-hour stream. We don't have to literally sit there at the desks for 24 hours. So this time we have the gear, we have the equipment where we can mic ourselves up, and we literally can go free roam. We can go play paddle, we can go shopping, and we can go bless some of you guys in the community. We can go out and about. We don't have to sit there. We can have the PlayStation, the FIFA playoffs again. We can do quite a bit, but yeah, as I say, we don't have to sit still now that we have all the gear we need.
Yeah.
If I blow my 1K on XM with the I2K, will the indicator disappear? Well, after 3 days. So if you haven't really redeposited to keep that minimum at $750, which is $40, then yes. But I really don't see. I mean, this is not a joke. When you'll get it, you'll see. It's not like I'm showing you. I'm being picky. I'm trying to show you TPs, and it's just stop losses everywhere else. Like when you go through it, you'll see it's very winning. So if you're not over leveraging and you're trading proper risk management, I do not see how your account can't be growing. Not only that, I mean, the amount of testimonies we've shared, and I mean, even the guys in the stream will tell you how they fought on their accounts in a day and they're still using normal risk management. So yeah, I don't know how you would blow it unless you are over leveraging. I'm excited, just waiting for money. No problem, brother. We'll be happy to have you on board. Usher Speed coming for you again in FIFA Geeks. I know he is. But don't get right, but it's coming to 1979 before the pull up. I'm hoping to save a long stop loss. All right.
Yeah, for me, like I said, if I am to break here, then the market will be going down. But at that level, my stop loss, I would say, if I'm to say I'm stop lossing, really honestly, this level here, that's where I'll be stopping from. And then whatever happens, let it happen.
Sorry there, guys. Keys going to flip over to my screen, boys. That is TP1 on GJ. Absolutely slaughtered once again. GG. Beautiful TP1 on GJ.
There's TP1ing or hit on GJ. We are literally inches away from TP3 on that US30 trade. And Bundang obviously active in these. So you guys are getting trades left, right, and center. Where's the partner code to open? So Bernadette, obviously once you open or log into, once you've created an XM account or you have one, log into it. And then you basically going to have to go open an additional account, choose your account, ultra low or standard or whatever you want, or micro. And then at the bottom of that, it will have ask for your partner code, and then your partner code is 2G's trade-in, 2GS trade-in. So once that's linked, your deposits in, all that stuff, then you're good to go. There we go. Is that TP3 incoming, Chad? It is. It is running so smoothly here today. The boys are very, very comfortable here. Chad, I'm very, very chilled for myself. We've already done 3.5% on the funded today, this morning. So that's basically a nice 70k chilling. So yeah, we are chilling very comfortably. There's TP3, Chad. Very, very nicely done. So on our way to TP4. How many pips since entry? You are sitting at 120 pips. 120 pips since entry. Trade for you is a game changer. Leave the club for one night and prepare to go clubbing every night with Iron 2000. Hey, TB hit on US30. Chad, it is. Oof.
Out of curiosity, there, Rian, did you take it?
TP on NAS as well. Yeah.
Beautiful stuff.
As I said, you guys are eating here, Chad. For now, 320 pips right there. He took it 100%. Check gold. I had to get paid. Lol. Oh my word, Chad. Is gold now in that trade? That's what I said, Chad. We cannot make this stuff. Oh my word, Chad. Look at that. Now it was a TP1 on gold again.
Smoothly done. What's the time? 10 o'clock.
Chad.
10 o'clock came up with some good volume. 9 o'clock came up with some good volume. What a day.
Hey.
What a
Sure.
day.
So this is why I said, guys, it's not like we're picking and choosing. We jump in between the pairs, and you're just seeing TPs after TPs after TPs. So I don't know what else you guys want. Are you not entertained, Chad? Trade for you is nuts. Guys, when are you guys doing a meetup in Joburg? I really want to meet you guys live. We actually were talking about this morning. We have, so end of the month, again, for those that don't know, for the first time, Chris myself will be at the FMIS event. So Chris myself will be in Cape Town end of the month. End of June, we basically had our meeting. We've locked it in now. End of June will be the PE meetup. So all our PE guys, you are next in line. So then probably July will be Joburg. So we're going to see either July or August will be the Joburg event. Keys call stream, too much TPs already. Guys are overfed today.
Yeah, gold is massive.
The
Massive.
guys are going to become obese with all these profits.
Yeah.
Keeks, will you guys be at FMIS for both days? Yeah, I mean at both days. We'll be there. Miles, you're going to fly up Joburg.
I don't know about the flight, but
Man's still scared of flying.
I don't know about the flight, my man. We'll see.
Joburg, let's go. I love your stuff, Keeks. Yeah, super excited to see everyone again.
Sure. Do you see how US30 is behaving?
Let's. What is US30 done now? Whew, Chad. Chad. TP4 incoming. Whew, Chad.
Very deep.
As I said, what can't Iron 2000 do?
Massive stuff.
This thing is destroying the markets. This is, yo, running out of TPs. Hey. But like, if you get tapped out of your NAS 100 trade, would you re-enter because you're confident that it'll go back up?
At this point of time, I'm very slow, so I'm not gonna be tapped out. It will go as much as it wants. It won't even deal with my money. I'm very, very not aggressive there. So there's no stop loss for me.
There you go.
And then I was still at 11, add another buy, and then push towards. I'm telling you, it's actually preparing more money for me. The more it drops, no problem. From there, I'll be buying, targeting that level, no stress.
There you have it. Chad, that is, unfortunately, that is TP number 4 on US30. That's TP4 being touched over there. Let's have a look here. Oof, it's saying officially it didn't because we haven't seen. Oh, actually, the thing is, Chad, we don't have a TP5. TP4 is, we call it. So TP4 being, we literally are running out of TPs. So that is a beautiful trade there today. NASDAQ, again for our NASDAQ traders, let's have a look there as well. That thing was smacked today, even scaled in. TP4 hit, and next trade the scale in on the way to TP3. And then back to gold, again also running very, very nicely with that trade over there. The bars on the 1 minute and the bar on the 5 minute. So trades running very, very nicely. Gold in the blues, NASDAQ in the blues, and US30 in the blues. So any pair you traded with Iron 2K today, you are very, very comfortably up today.
And then the other thing, Kicks, I think people should also understand that as much as we trade on daily basis using the mathematics, it may look simple. It's not easy. It's not easy. I have seen even some of my members who are still finding it difficult to adapt to the market condition using the mathematics. So there are some who are still finding it hard to get it. But if you get it, God loves you.
Yeah, there we go. I was late, but still catching some TPs on gold. I'll be there. TPs for gold, Bonang. What indicator are you using? Our own indicator, my brother, Iron 2000.
TP for gold is 33.92. That's just the first TP, but the rest is open. Gonna go far. Okay, let's do it this way. Yeah, 33.92. That's the first TP. The rest is open. You can leave it open with a break even. I mean, breaking even gives you more money. Then, or you can try to stop it. The more the market moves, the more you are safer.
There we go. Chad, on that note, I think we're actually going to get ready to close it up here. You guys have been fed. I think you guys have had about 8 or 9 TP trades alone today. So beautiful stuff.
While I'm on that note, guys, I'm going to close out everything on GJ here.
Oof, there we go.
It's 24 pips.
Miles' trade there still. That's the thing. If you guys forgot about Miles, was even in GJ, Chad. There was trades everywhere you looked here today. All right. But on that note then, Miles, any closing remarks from you, my brother?
I've got one word. Education.
There we go.
That's all I'm going to say. Once you master the craft, first you have to learn it. So you have to learn it, then acquire the skill, and then master the craft. Then you'll see why education is so important. Okay.
Beautiful.
There we go. Yeah, we'll definitely, especially Joe, because I think it'll be very easy. We'll have Mr. Bonang as a special guest at the meetup. But Bonang, any closing remarks from you, my brother?
Yeah, I actually woke up with only one word today. That was like to just close up with that simple word, that guys, let's win more. That's basically what I can say. Let's win more. Those are my closing remarks. Let's win more.
Beautiful stuff, team. Again, great day on the markets. If you are not on the 2G's channel, if you're not trading Iron 2000, if you're not trading the mathematics or the 10 is 10, what are you doing? You are clearly sleeping. and you are forever then going to be stuck in poverty. So we need the boys to be getting slicing the markets like a chicken, not getting sliced. But Chad, beautiful one. We're going to see you guys for the New York session. Really appreciate all you guys. 230, almost 240 of you guys still on the charts. Before you go, please drop a subscribe and a like. It will be greatly appreciated. Otherwise, to my guys, really appreciate you for always joining in, Miles and Bonang. And we're going to see the rest of you a little later for New York session. As always, Chad, peace and love, baby. Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Salute.
Am I insane not to let go? Oh, go on, just do what you do. And it hurts as I bleed for you, cry for you. Let me bleed. As I bleed for you, cry for you. Let me bleed. Let me. Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind crying out its prayer. While we're so ashamed to be alive, break the chains and our freedom's ours to take. Going harder, we are more than numbers, standing in the shade. Going louder, we are all one color, standing in the way. Don't look behind your back. Chase a light when the world is getting darker. I have a dream where love's the only side. So take my hand, join the army of the side.